sales video that's going the sales Friday, pretty much after the mail. So I usually always also ship out on Saturdays. Friday, I want to say the total count was like 6 for 110. However, I can kind of gauge on if a Friday, and you as a reseller, if you resell, can generically kind of gauge, be like, oh, my sales are usually like this, and you can kind of anticipate if it's like this, and you know it's usually 30% more, 50% more, or double, or whichever. You can kind of gauge on how the weekend's going to be. And my math was pretty correct. I had 6 going out. Most weekends, if I go by the average over 3 days, if a Friday is 10, it's probably going to be 20 plus additional for 2 other days. I could figure that out, and therefore I just didn't bother making a video. And I was guessing I would have anywhere from 18, so 6 times 3, to over 20. Not over 20, got 20. It was 526. I want to say, we'll find out exactly. But speaking of finding out exactly, with that Infidel book that I found out is actually signed by Sebastian Junger and Tim Heather something. The author of the book and one of the people in the book is signed by both. Now, one that's signed by both, there's one listed for $1,250. I want to say it was on Abe Books, and on Amazon it's $1,000 for just one that's signed by the Tim is $1,000, and Abe Books has one that both people have it signed for like 14. They do sell. The book itself does sell. eBay showed one that was signed by just the Tim guy for $350, whichever it was. Actually, I think there were 2. So it does sell. So that's just another one of those. It's going to be a matter of pricing down every couple months, pricing down. But let's go and find out what sold. A little off keel than usual. This little pillowcase sewing pattern thing, 15. Army of Anyone CD, 15. Lux Voices CD, 20. Keeping Mum DVD, 20. Some Tahari sunglasses. Not a brand I would usually buy, but if I'm looking at frames and sunglasses, if they have a name brand and it's one that I have sold before, I will pick it up and at least look at the model number. And it was enough, surprisingly. Tahari's not one of those that has higher priced, higher valued sunglasses, but these are one of them. And they were 37. Frank Mills Music Box CD, 16. This sand casting book, paperback, 19. Ginger Snaps, this is another one, pretty much regardless of the rendition, they sell pretty quick. This one it's on the top of these boxes here, where I have all the DVDs and just me. There's maybe 50 of them up there, or 47 now, 46. Just haven't put those away, and that's going to be what today is putting those away. I have 100 books, maybe, that need to be put away, so I'm going to be starting at least 2 more boxes. That's good and bad. That's a good problem to have, right? When you have to make more boxes or buy more bins to put your inventory in. If you watch long enough, you look at my sourcing videos, and you listen, I scan, I have sales history, I'll buy it. If it's questionable, I'll hand type it. If it's more questionable, I'll use Terapeak. So stuff that I have has a sales history. Some, maybe not the best. And some, and speaking of not really finding out, that one book that I showed yesterday, the Real Small Religious one, I didn't really look up. It looked like it was in German. It's called Zion Leicester. And I forget what the first part was. And it was like Songs of Faith, Zion Leicester for the Zions and stuff. There's two numbers in it, like 45 and 52 or something. I don't know if that's the year. I'm not certain. To type in Zion Leicester in Terapeak, you get one result for 500 bucks. Looking at doing an exact Google image search, nothing really came up. Doing more translations of what's on the cover and on the inners of the book, they're anywhere from variations, not that exact one, anywhere from $50 to $200. So to pay $1.50 and list it, and it's a book that's this big, right? So it's not and it's that big. So to buy that and it be a $50 to $100+ book, why not? But anyhow, these sell regardless relatively quick. It has not even been put away. It's been listed for a couple days. 20 bucks. Kathy IMAX, another one of the Kathy ones, and this is just the solo sealed DVD, 19. And speaking of stuff, that was right up there. This is also just recently listed. So Friday, more likely, maybe Saturday. And in the sourcing video, said that I had sold one of these before. This one sold within a couple days. Going international, 30 bucks. Motorcycle Mania DVD, 19. Martecus, whichever, something kitchen, 25. Another book needs to put away, recently listed. I think there was two in 90 days that have sold for less. Quite a bit less, like 14, 15 bucks. So I will go into Terapeak and I'm like, what are the higher price ones? Because I'm selling stuff to make more money. I can always reprice later on. And this one did not take, is it even signed or anything? No, not signed. And so I got 19 for it. Teen Mom DVD set for season 2. 50 bucks, 50. So this is a saving grace sale. And coincidentally, another kind of saving grace sale for 33. Dashboard Profit CD, 27. Corn Husking Dolls, signed by both authors. Had this one for a little while. 26. Speaking of having something for a little while, well, it does have a date stamp. So, but I know I've had this one for quite a while. And still got 19 for it. Hurt Volume 5. 2 Bits Jerry DVD, 12. The Incubus DVD, John Cavadas, 25. It's 20 for 532. 464 product cost received. So out of the 20, there's 3 that are international. About where it should be. So over the 3 days, 530 something, 460 something product cost received out of all of that. Yeah, it needs to be quite a bit more, but if you are a reseller and any sale, thankful for, if you list stuff that has a sales history, you stand a chance of it selling. I would say people are tightening up their belts, but money's disappearing and things are going up. Imagine that. So I want people's money to disappear and my sales to go up. Those two are connected, right? So your money leaves your bank account and goes into mine, and I give you something. Just got to keep buying. Go out and keep finding stuff. I mean, I'm putting stuff away today. The disc media, the books. Disc media takes, for what I have, take 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. The books, that's probably for that many, at least 2 hours. Anyhow, starting to ramble a bit. If I go anywhere, it's just gonna be local, probably the Goodwill right up here, maybe stuff in the Salvation Army, to where accumulatively that'll be an hour, hour and some change. But so that's gonna wrap that one up. Like what you heard, like what you saw, thumbing thingy, comment, sub, share. It's all free. Helps me. I mean, I'm going to make these videos regardless. But if you want to kind of stay attuned to what different types you may sell media, but you may pass on a corn husking book. You may sell disc media, but you may pass on every CD or DVD that does not have a barcode. I don't know. But it's free to click those buttons and help me. Because at the 500 subscriber mark, and I've been thinking about this for a couple weeks now, if you have listened in at this far, I want you to type in 3 numbers. Doesn't have to be sequential, just 3 numbers in the comment. How do I know this has reached this far? At the 500 mark, I'm thinking about, I'm just thinking about the amount. I want to do a giveaway. One would be a $50 coupon to my store, and the other would be 2 $25 eBay gift cards. So that's $50 out of my pocket and $50 out of my pocket at 500 subscribers, or do a $25 coupon and a $25 eBay gift card. So things I want to think about, but at 500, I'm not monetized. Would that extra $50 burn me? No. Do I want to? No. Do I have to? No. Do I find it something that's within the realm of YouTubing to do things like that? Yeah. At 500, is it a good idea? I don't know. At 1,000 get monetized, my hour watch time is on par. The subscriber count is not to get monetized. And when I get monetized, that's where I would do, because I make money selling. And if I get a little extra money, one of the bigger predicates of starting a YouTube channel was to have that revenue from that be an offset for my tax burden. So if I'm going to make these anyhow, if I can make money off of them, then that money can get set aside and that can be used for my yearly tax burden. Some of it also can be used in philanthropy as offerings to viewers. I have to think of some minor stipulations, but that's just an idea. So if you've made it this far, type a 3-digit number. I don't care what it is. Type a 3-digit number in comments. And when I hit 500, I'll start to roll the idea of what I was just talking about out. Anyhow, appreciate it. Thank you.